Hi, in this video we're going to look at how we can use VB6 to manipulate strings. Now when we say manipulate strings, we mean to be able to take a load of text and strip out of that text parts that we want, parts that might be in a certain place in a piece of text and might be of a certain length. And string manipulation is used extensively in programming, particularly in industry where you are taking data from one system and migrating it into another. You will often have data stored in text files, and you need to get it from that text file into your new system, and string manipulation is the way to do that. So for our example, where we're entering 4 numbers into a text box, we might want to strip out the last 2 digits, say, and only use those and display those in our message box. So how would we go about that? Well, we've already got our variable declared. We've got our variable set to the value in the text box. Now I've actually commented out any existing code from any validation that we've done, and incidentally you can do that very quickly using a button that appears on the edit toolbar in Visual Basic. Now we don't see it on here, it's gone off the end of the page and I'm not sure how to get it on. So what I'm going to do is actually maximize my window and just, if I can, drag it across. You may just be about able to see the button that allows you to comment out a whole block of code just about there, just next to the white hand. In this video you might just be able to see it there once I maximize my window. So that allows you to put a load of sets of comments in, and there's a button just to the right of it that allows you to take a set of comments off. I'm just going to leave those on, and we're going to look at doing the string manipulation. Now I'm going to reuse my s-value variable for this. It's often a good idea to reuse variables if you can, because it saves on memory that a program uses, and it's good programming practice. So I'm going to reuse s-value and set it equal to, and we're going to use what is called the mid, short for mid-string command here. So I use mid and I open up brackets, and already it's given me some parameters, some prompts to fill in. Now the string that I want to manipulate is actually s-value itself. So by using s-value twice on the same line, we're actually just going to be changing the value of s-value. It's asking then for a comma, and what will happen is when I hit the comma key is that the next parameter will become bold, so you actually know which parameter it is that you need to start filling in. Now I want the 3rd and the 4th numbers from my 4 digits, so I'm going to have start as 3, and then comma and length, which you don't have to have. If you don't put in length, then it just gives you all the remaining characters in your string as part of the mid string. And we can tell that length is a parameter for this command which is not required, and we can tell the difference because if we went back to the start or the string ones, they don't have the square brackets. Okay, non-mandatory, non-required parameters have the squared brackets on them. So I'm going to put 2 in for that, close my brackets, and I'm going to have to display the result. So let's try it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, encode, and I get the last 2 digits back. So that works nicely. And it's the mid command that's doing that for me. It's stripping our string, our original value, it's starting at the third point and it's carrying on for 2 characters. Now, mid-string string manipulation can get a lot more complicated than that, and a lot more useful than that. Just one last thing. Lots of programmers, instead of just doing MID, do MID $, and that's believed to be a more efficient way of using the mid-string command, as it knows that it's only dealing in text when it does anything. So you can add the $, on there, and that might be a sign of efficiency.